One day a man came to Jesus and asked him the question, "Who is my neighbor?" And Jesus responded with probably what is the most recognizable of all of his stories. It's the story that we call the story of the Good Samaritan. The story of a man who, without any thought for his own safety or his own life, did the right thing, bound up the wounds of a man who had been left for dead on the side of the road, and then used his own funds to be able to drop him off at a hotel and have someone to take care of him until he returned. At the end of that story, Jesus asked, "Who is the neighbor in this story?" And the man rightly said, "It is the one who showed mercy." When this pandemic first started, we knew or thought a lot about what it meant to be a neighbor. And so people reached out to help those who were living around them. Now that we're coming to a point where we're about to re-enter life again and society and culture again, the question comes up, who is my neighbor? Sometimes we don't like to hear the answer to that, because the answer sometimes is that it's the person that disagrees with us politically, who sees things different than we do as far as our values are concerned, who maybe not even believes the same thing or the same way or in the God that we believe in and worship and serve. And so the question that comes to us is, who is my neighbor? And the answer that Jesus gave is, it's the one who shows mercy. That's what it means to be a neighbor. And that's what we're called to do. As we move into a time of prayer, I have asked you to do three things, to ask three things. One of them is to look at a scripture passage and to ask, what is this passage saying to me? What does it mean to me? The next part is, what is it that I'm hearing God say out of this? And then, how could I turn that into a prayer? And so those three questions I want you to spend some time this morning reflecting on, and to do that on your own. And this is the passage. Who is the neighbor? Who is my neighbor? It is the one who shows mercy. And then Jesus said, go and do likewise. Hope you have a good weekend, and I'll see you on Tuesday.